Well, hello. Today is a little bit different. Instead of being at my farm doing something that I have, I'm going to show you something pretty exciting. So honestly, just down the road from my place is a beautiful organic blueberry farm, Blueberry Bottom Farm. And it is gorgeous because it is over 5.5 acres, over 2,500 plants of organic blueberries. Now I get lots of questions on blueberries, on berries in general and what I grow. Mostly at my farm, I have strawberries. Because guess what? Berries take a lot of work. And here at Blueberry Bottom Farm, they put in a lot of work. So I'm gonna lead you through some of the stuff they do, some of the tips they have on growing their blueberries, and what make them beautiful, because we are just getting into the season where it is ready to pick. So I'm here to pick too, of course. But let's talk a little bit about blueberries. So when you have over 2,500 blueberries, obviously it's work. But even if you just have a few, you have to think about some extra care tips. So to start, you can see that these are all slightly tall. So even on me, they're getting close to, 3 foot, 4 foot, somewhere in there. That means these are all high bush blueberries. Depending on your climate, you can do different types of blueberries, whether low bush, which stays smaller, or high bush. High bush usually give you more flavor in the berries, better bearing, more berries, bigger berries, and they're just so beautiful. But what you also need to remember is, especially in Iowa, we don't necessarily have the perfect soil for them. They need to have a slightly acidic soil. So you do have to amend it with a soil acidifier, like a sulfur. Some people use peat. Peat you have to question on sometimes how it's farmed, and it's not always the most global, generous way to use it. So instead, soil sulfur is a great option, and look at what you can get. So you do of course need to prune your blueberry bushes. You do that usually in late winter when they're still in dormancy. And then you need to worry about watering them. So you can see here, and this is what I would do at home, and that's what's wonderful about this. They do just a good hardwood chip. And so what's great about hardwood chips is, just like I say, it suppresses any weeds, it retains moisture, but also as they sit here, they decompose and become a compost. So just like at home when I like to have mulch in my beds, these chips slowly work back into the soil. They would also actually affect the pH just like you would want it for blueberries over time too. And then along with that, when I was talking to them, they add compost every year too. Now, that's the great thing. Compost, when you're working with something with organic, to add that nutrients back in there, it can be hard, right? So things like organic compost is a wonderful way to add nutrients to your wonderful berries. So another thing you have to think about is they are actually certified organic. Now, I know I always talk about organic and how good it is, and when you're at home, when you're in your garden, it's a little bit easier on a small scale. When you're talking over 5.5 acres of blueberries, that's no easy feat, and it's quite commendable because they are certified organic, also certified real organic, which means they are grown in the soil, which means when you're growing in the soil, you have more nutrients. This plant is actually picking up nutrients from the soil, which is why they add things like compost and good wood that composts into the soil, because then this plant is picking up all those nutrients. So when you pick these berries, you're actually picking a better berry. It has more nutrients, it has more flavor. I mean, like really good flavor. So it's Iowa, it's humid, it's the hot sun, and that is what it's all about when it's blueberry season. So we're gonna start picking some blueberries, and we'll talk about how do you know when a blueberry is ready? So you guys, we picked a really good day to do this. It's like 90 degrees, probably 100 with the heat index, with humidity. But I think it's important to know, how do you pick a blueberry? So come in here and we're gonna look at some of the clusters here of blueberries. Unlike certain other fruits and things like tomatoes, when you pick a blueberry, it stops ripening. So you wanna pick one, look underneath and make sure it is purple, a deep blue purple all the way around. You can see some in here. So like ones like this, they are not gonna keep ripening. Once they're picked, they're done. So you wanna make sure when you're picking that you're getting that blue color all the way around. Make sure that it's fully ripe, because that's gonna have the most flavor and it's actually gonna be the sweetest too. I get a lot of questions that say, hey, my blueberries don't taste quite right, or they're not as sweet as I thought. That can be for multiple reasons. One, each variety of blueberry can have a different type of flavor, and the nutrients in your soil can give them even more different flavor. That all can affect on how they come out, but the best thing you can do is make sure they're fully ripe when you're picking them. And The owner here, Kim, was saying she thinks they get slightly more powdery because they do get a powder kind of on the outside, that protective coating. And she's right, the more powdery they are, it seems like they're more ready as you're picking them. So that's another great thing to watch for. I think the great thing about blueberries is, in any berry that's in season, if you can find something that is local, on top of it organic, where people care about what they're doing to them, it is worth so much. No one understands the work it takes to do all this because it is hard work. And a lot of it's just manual labor. What was really fun was when I was talking to her about all the blueberries they have, is she has a similar story as I. She wanted to move into her grandparents' place, which was on this property. She had grown up coming here in the summers and never wanted to leave, and so she always dreamed of coming back. So she came back, started something amazing, and reinvented the farm into something beautiful that has organic berries and something to share with so many people that our area maybe didn't have before. So that's why I love to seek these awesome places out and find something amazing that another person is doing and creating and growing that we can all benefit from. So I hope this helps you get some blueberry tips, some growing tips if you're looking for those. But if nothing else, excite you and hopefully inspire you to go out and find some maybe for yourself. Maybe find some you pick areas where you can go fill a basket and know that it is totally worth every dollar you spend on it, because you are not only helping someone that is local and in your community, but you're also finding something that is growing with love, care, has great quality to it. So, as always, share this video around so everyone knows, one, about Blueberry Bottom Farm because it's amazing, and Kim is wonderful, but also just so everyone knows that blueberries are amazing. You can grow them at home, or you can find a great place, enjoy them when they're in season, because guess what? That flavor, you will never get any other time of the year. Share the video around, check my website, wiseguy.com, for tips, for tricks, for places, for things, for garden, for food, whatever it is. Until next time, I'm gonna keep picking because you know we're gonna have some recipes with these.